Now, dogs for tuning into my channel, and today I came across again another scam video on Facebook, and I just want to make sure that nobody, and absolutely nobody, downloads and falls into this stupid trick, which I have been fallen 7 or 8 years ago. Similar scam. I lost 250 pounds. I might would have been able to retrieve my money from my bank, but I left it for too long. And these people promised me to send the money back, but I would have had to give him my driving license information, my passport, so they possibly would have scammed me even further. So this scam, what I seen today, is about the Arabs opening up an application which will be bigger than TikTok. So this loser who wasted now 5 minutes of my time, and therefore I'm going to make a video to make that money back for my 5 minutes. Hopefully you guys are going to make it viral because I saved you now 250 quid. So end of the day, everybody needs to do something. They're claiming that you upload this app. The guy is giving the bullshit that it was like in 37 countries it was already blocked. Then 1 minute later he says it was in 53 countries blocked. So he doesn't know what he's talking about. Could be actually AI avatar who is talking, but I needed some footage for my video, so I went for it, and I read the whole thing. So under no circumstance, how do you say? One more time? Circumstance. I'm Dexilix. So Lix, how you say Dixie? Dyslexic or dyslexic. Yeah. So I certain words I cannot say. Therefore, I talk a lot to practice. Anyway, long story short, the Arabs are not doing anything like that, because the Arabs is not going to pay you £50 or $150 or whatever this nutcase claimed to download an app. So it's not going to happen. Nothing like that is ever going to give you $50 just to upload the app and make $150 just to be on it. So that's what they claim. Again, I am not saying that no money can be made with this app, but you have to put the money in first. So it's basically either gambling, either some sort of finance stuff like Bitcoin or whatever, where it's a hit and miss. Well, if you know what you're doing, possibly you can make money with Bitcoin. I'm not saying, but with these scams, because after the 5 minutes or 10 minutes he wasted, I wasted listening to him. He said that his mate Mike sold this app to him for 250. But he doesn't want 250 from you. No, because he's generous. And today is your lucky day. And if your birthday, he pays you the money back double, he said. £27 only. He doesn't really need the money, but the reason he's charging for the money, because if it's for free, then you don't appreciate it. Yeah, clever man, yeah, or a clever avatar. This is now about the Arabs want to do an app, but any of the schemes is just such a ripoff, right? So I got hooked in. Back in the days, I was much younger, stupid. I'm not as stupid as most of people, but still stupid enough to actually send them 250. And what happened, they dumped me into a program which could, on autopilot, generate some money. And I let it run, and yes, it did generate it. So they took my 250, they gave me 50, and the rest they kept themselves. And the 50 did generate it, but it generated 20 quid, and then it lost 25. Then it generated 25, and it lost 30. So in the end of the day, I was always in minus. So, and I've been sold this rubbish that the guy was sitting on a private plane and sipping shampoos, and by the time I arrived at home, he had already $2,000 made in the air. You know, it was very well done, nice production. You know, this fat businessman with the young chicks, and I thought myself, you know, I'm saying I can do that. You know, for 250 quid, I don't have an airplane yet, but if I keep using this app for 10 minutes a day, I will have one soon. Well, I ended up with £250 less in my pocket. However, I made several YouTube videos about these scammers, and I made my money back double. Okay, took me 5 years to make it back, but I made it back. So therefore, whatever you do, whatever you believe that these guys can help you with any application which makes money in autopilot, that's how they advertise it. You make money in autopilot. I mean, it sounds great, doesn't it? And for a person who is desperate, these losers are only charging £24. So I guess if you lose the £24, it's not the end of the world. But bear in mind, they will have your card details, your bank details, your name, because you have to give them this information for them to send you the money to your account. So they will have your email address, they will have your phone number, and we give you the money back in 24 days, in 90 days. They might do, but still, they sneaked all your data. You can pay with PayPal, but even if you pay with PayPal, your address or something will be available at some point. Because then they say, okay, give us your PayPal address because we're going to send you like a token or something. Then they know your address. So they know everything about you. And if it's some sort of finance program with some trading, yeah, potentially money can be made with it, but not on autopilot and not by having the app on your phone. So I'm not fighting here against application, which actually can bring you money. Trading, of course, if you know what you're doing, you can make shed loads of money. But I'm talking about here that the app is sold in a way where you get the money just by downloading it, just by having it in your pocket. Now, please think, don't do the same mistake I made. Okay, fine enough, £250, I made it only once. Was kind of fair enough to learn about this. Still hurts me to the very day because it's money I've thrown on the street. But then I am very happy because after this, now I can tell all my family and friends not to fall. Hey, I'm doing a show. Hello, I'm doing a show. Right, sorry. So I convinced many people not to listen to this BS. And now I put it out online with this very Arab app, Sophie Finance, whacking it with money. Now, maybe the Arabs are behind it, but I don't think the Arabs are working with tip money. I don't think any Arab one, the ones who really have money would worry about 27 quid to, I mean, this guy saying that this is sponsored by people who have trillions. Who has trillions I don't think he's gonna pull a scam with a dodgy avatar, even if it was a live person. These days it's very difficult to say, but one of those Eastern European children or one of those second class Mediterranean people could have been an Italian, a Spanish, a Romanian, a Greek, a Hungarian, Romanian, whatever. I'm from Eastern Europe myself, so I can use these kind of words. But all I want to say, if you really wanna make no mistakes, then you should switch this video off. So anytime when the guys goes towards the end and say, yes, but this video will be taken off and it's gonna cost you £1 or whatever pound, this is not the point how much it costs. The point is that they have all your data. Email address, phone number, bank details, a home address. They are going for Stripe. If you're going for Stripe, it's a lovely company and everything. Yeah, but your credit card details are sent to the customer right away, and you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that because this data will be sold around the world, and maybe you get knocks on your door from some people who wants to sell you something like Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, I mean, how these people know where you live? Yeah, because this data is floating everywhere around the world. So instead of wasting your time, instead of listening to these losers, take a guitar, learn a few tunes, make sure you're in tune, not like me. Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, but if I move my finger in any direction, it's different. Because now it's a jazz chord. Azt mondtad nekem, hogy ne jöjjek vissza, és leteszem a másik ujjamat is, hogy jobban szóljon a muzsika. és nem baj, minden arra vár, hogy te hogy játszol, mert meg szeretném nyalni a fagylajtól. Right. Dog is for tuning in my channel. Like, share, comment, and of course, they should have said Arawa, but listen, these people don't listen to me.